Georgia, Georgia, it's more like genocide, 'cause it's the hidden hand of the Mason, the reptilians, we die kids. T-Dog in the mofo. We have all been taught to love this flag. We've all been taught that it's our flag, that it's something to be proud of, something to be, revere, something to, well, you tell the poor Irish brown folks that, the ones that were murdered, the ones that had their livelihoods taken, the ones that was, the potato famine wasn't actually potato famine, that's all they fed them. Potatoes, they literally enslaved them. You ask the Irish, you ask them, the ones that remember what this flag is about. This is the Ulster Masonics I-Ra. Not I-R-A, I-Ra. Yeah, words are spells. I-R-A is I-Ra, the sun god. I don't even, it's a pointless one person. Hi Liam, how's it going, sister? Hope you're not flying this flag, because we're going to see what this flag is all about. And it's nothing to do with goodness. It's nothing to do with health. It's nothing to do with safety. It's nothing to do with being proud. It's to do with the Ashkenazi Jews that run the whole show, the Masons. This is who it is. And if you want to be, diplomatic and blah, 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 you want to, whatever you want to think, that this is something to be proud of also, when it has 88 on there, which is Heil Hitler. If you want to be proud, then guys, please, let's have a look into this, because not only was the UK completely brown, and the whole world, and not only the UK, the whole world was brown. These people came and they fucking took it over. This is the seal of the fucking fallen angels, the white ones, the racist ones, the ones that have made everybody else racist against their own people. Racist against their own people, yeah, which is brown. Brown people, yeah, and we're going to prove that. Watch a little video here from back in the day. This is the BNP. Don't even know. Yeah, the British National Party, which is these. I'm going to break it down for you. Yeah. If you care. You have. Looks like Leon's not even on there. Are you even on there, Leon? I'm always in a bit of a rush, but Georgia.
Okay, you're constipated. You've been on the toilet for half an hour. Never had the invisible rainbow while you sat there. Well, a bit longer. Yeah, people don't get it. They don't get the symbolism, the colours and all that. They just don't. Anymore. They just don't. They never have. You've got to forgive these people, until it's completely pointed out. And it's, again, even when it's pointed out, if they don't understand it, you've got to remember that, people are awake, different levels of awake. There's people out there that still believe that this virus. Then there's people out there, the awake people that think that COVID doesn't exist. Well, it doesn't really, not in the sense that, well, they don't think that sickness was induced induced, and they think that it's all just the injections, and it's not. I was sick with something. I told you all about it. It made me electrosensitive.
What's going, guys? You alright?
So that's why I do a lot of grounding.
Oh,
A lot of grounding, a lot of sunshine. Yeah, I don't react to things like
we're going to be talking about this.
Stuff that's happened to me in the past, but
How's it going? Good yawning. Good day. Not grand risings. That's another Masonic shite up.
awake. Most people, I don't think, even know anything about symbolism. Probably about 60% of people probably have got no idea about symbolism. Even though they class themselves, they're actually awake to the.
There's so many different levels of awakening, my friends. And I'm going to wake your asses up.
It's just a case of being patient and explaining it in layman's terms. You know, slowly explain it how it is and why this means that, why this thing. Just not just telling them, but why. Show them why it means that and how it means that. You know.
Well, my sister, I am actually on the live, and I am going to do that, my friends. A lot of people. Laura, Zach, you all right, Leon? A lot of people haven't got a clue about anything, right? Like literally, we believe that the TV's on our side. A lot of people believe that doctors and nurses are on our side, and the police are on our side, the courts are on our side, the council's on your side. Well, that, my friends, is a complete and utter just lie. And the world is run by racists, massive racists, and they own Britain. And this is a good parody. Have a look at this. Fuck off.
Who are you? What do you want? We want to join the BNP. You what? Are you sure? Yeah, we want to join you.
Oh, Mark, you all right?
All right. I will have to ask you a few questions. Are you willing to work hard to rebuild and make Britain great again? No. We believe that's for others to do, while we, as members of the BNP, get drunk and sing racist songs very badly. You, why do you want to join us? Because you've got a brilliant team spirit. Coach parties, booze ups, continental networking, not to mention the smashing up of foreign towns. Your own work then.
Oh, wow.
Right. You are at a cricket match between England and the West Indies. Who do you support? Easy. Millwall. Football. England v Cameroons. England. Why? Paul Parker, Paul Ince, Desi Walker. But you're not one of us. What do you mean? What's going on? Comics. Oh, right! God, you had me fooled for a minute there. No. Confederation of Original Man Immigration Control Service. We'd like to know your immigration status on this planet. Where do you come from? Thamesmead. South London. Where all the great whites come from. You can't do this to me. I'm British. I'm white. So, we were here first. Where? Everywhere. Where? Oh, America. India. Africa. Well, England anyway. Tacitus, the Roman scribe, said that the people that were here on his arrival were black. David McRitchie, historian, said the same thing. Archaeologists Gerald Macy and Godfrey Higgins came to the same conclusion, and they're white. I don't understand. How could this happen? Where does this leave me? This leaves you with about 2 weeks to get back where you came from. The Caucasus Mountains, where you were naked and covered in hair. So you won't be needing any luggage. You can't do this to me. This isn't fair. This is victimisation. You're discriminating against me. I'm British. I'm half German.
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. Because the Germans run the world. We are speaking Germanic. English is a made-up language. Language means monster of war that protects the golden ones or the noble ones through the ages. And we have been lied to by the two families, the Collins or the Guelphs, and the Orsini's, or, you know, the two families. This is what's going on. The cross is made up from the two families that rule us. Yeah. And they make us do what we do. They control every aspect of our lives. And it is the Masons, the reptilian overlords, the crown, which is owned. People don't have a clue. Look at that. That is the Nazi swastika. Yeah, on top of the world domination ball, which is there, which is not a ball. We do not live on a ball. Yeah, but people don't get it. You got your fleur-de-lis, which is your 33s. You got your X's, which is your 6666. Yeah, it's demonic. It's the hidden hand that ruins the whole world. Is anybody even on? Anybody even? No one's even got the balls to even listen, man. It's crazy. No one's got even the balls to even listen. I'm fucking scared. It's a point in speaking to myself. All right. But I will continue anyway. Right. Let me explain to the layman. Because I was exactly the same, guys. This whole world is run by these evil motherfuckers, these fallen angels. Yeah. And the George Cross has gone down the whole world, murdered, maimed, massacred, killed all of the wild animals, all the beautiful animals that were here. This massive dinosaur flipping size giants. Here is the Red Cross. Yeah. These are the people. This is their decree of our lives. Oh, there's the most Masonic thingy there, look. Oh, that's outside there. There's the two families there, the two red bloodlines. Yeah, that is the vertical and the horizontal. Yeah. Took over Ireland. Took over the whole world. And there it is there. There's their red seal. And that's the red cross there that you taught to be proud of. It has two crosses, double crossed. Like I say, you have your 13 families. You have 13 on this side, which is your vertical. Your 13 on that side, which is your horizontal, which makes up the 33 fallen angels. But 1, 2, 3 there, the red. 1, 2, 3 there in the red. You have your 33 fallen angels. Then you have your 2, your 4, and your 6 62, your 4, your 6, 66 legions of demons. And then you have your 88, your parthenogenesis, the twin system, which is also a Heil Hitler. Yeah, because Hitler still runs the show. The red is the old world, and the children's blood, the soldiers' blood. And the white is the new world order. World order colour is white. It's phonetically the same as white as we know it, but it's not, because it's all about racism, guys. Even though people won't have it, it is. It's all about division. You know what I mean? It is blue, 666 on the frequency, yeah, which is us, and they hate us. So you got your 13 there, and then down the bottom, you got 5, and you got 5. Square in your compass. No! Most people don't even want to hear the truth. Too blindly following the herd. The herd of sheeple. There is so much more, but it's like these run the world. See the colours? Put them in there. Yellow and the blue is the Ukraine, the UK reign of terror. Q is the Kelopod, the inherent evil. Nothing good comes out of Q. And what is Q? Q is a cane and a ball. Just like creation, cannibalism. We are born into a cannibal system. These people are the ones poisoning the water supplies with graphene oxide, with BPA. It's not good. They're the ones that claim we live on a round spinning ball, and it clearly states that it is not for decorative purposes. This is only for decorative purposes, not for educational purposes. Yeah. It's a complete lie that we live on a round spinning ball, but yet still people believe that we live on a round spinning ball because these people teach us. They teach us that we live on a ball while knowing 100% that we don't live on a ball and that we live on a flat, stationary plane, and that this is it, with their sigil right in the middle, the square and the compass of the Masons. What else? Disgusting. It really is. People are flying this flag. You need to fly your flag. No, you don't. You're flying the Nazis' flag. You're not flying your flag. You're flying the Ashkenazi Jew flag. Yeah, the original Nazis' flag. That's who we are, flipping. You are mentioning. That's who you are affiliating yourself with. Yeah. It's nothing to be good. Ireland were all brown. Everyone was brown. Yeah. Tawny. All the Bible were all brown. That's not the point though. Yeah. That's just the inversion. They've literally inverted everything. Inverted the skies, inverted the weather into being absolutely freezing cold. And that is who you're proud of when you're flying this. The ones making it freezing. The ones sending your kids to school to be indoctrinated. That's who you're celebrating. The ones that make us all slaves. I mean, look at this. This is what I'm on about. Yeah, people don't get it. That this is the Nazi. This is Nazis. This is the fucking Nazis, guys. This is the controllers. This is their main colours. This is the fucking post office colours. They're Nazis. It's so in your face. And they're the ones controlling the political system.
One of the UK's most high-profile political strategists just said
The cabinet is just a kind of stage theatre.
This is
And
one's...
actually, officials in the cabinet office have already decided law.
I'm Bev Turner, and I hope you're sitting
This is
comfortably.
them.
Because
Yeah.
Dominic Cummings, the man who was chief advisor to Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, during 2019 to 2020, has just revealed that the deep state is running this country and that our political system is therefore a complete
And
sham.
who's doing this?
I think that's what he just
Yes,
said.
this is what's going on.
So if you think of two roles, right? Foreign Secretary in Great Britain and the private secretary in the PM's office responsible for foreign affairs, an official whose name has never been in the newspapers. That person was like 10 times more powerful and important than the Secretary of State was. And I think this is something which people just don't really realise. And it's part of like how the whole system has become fake. So you have fake meritocracy, fake responsibility, and then fake cabinet government. So they all walk up Downing Street, the cameras work, they pose, they smile, ha ha, I'm going into the most powerful meeting, aren't I great?
That's how scared people
But it's
are.
all nonsense. The cabinet is just a kind of stage theatre. And actually officials in the cabinet office have already decided law. When you sit in Whitehall now, right, in meetings, they are literally scripted. So when the Prime Minister has a meeting with ministers, what happens is that before the Prime Minister has that meeting, officials go into the Prime Minister's study and they give him a folder. And in the folder at the front is a thing called Chairman's Notes. And that's the script, and that's what the Prime Minister reads out.
It's scripted.
And the conclusions for the meeting are in the Chairman's Notes, drafted before the meeting happens, right? So the Prime Minister says, hello, and all these officials sit around the sides on chairs around the edge of the room. And then the MP, the Secretary of State, will look down at their folders because they've all got their scripts, right? And this is why I use the NPC meme, right? Because then the Prime Minister reads out, well, we're here to discuss blah, blah, then he goes around the room, and then the Secretary of State for Justice or the Foreign Secretary reads out his bullet points, and then he reads out their bullet points, and they read out. If anyone goes on a script, you see the officials sort of go, and then look over at the other official on the side of the room and kind of go, that means we'll come back to that after the meeting and make sure that that doesn't happen. And then at the end, it was a fascinating, great discussion. Thank you so much for your wonderful, insightful, original contributions.
Absolutely.
And then he reads out the conclusions which are all drafted in advance. And it sounds like a parody.
No. Sounds like a parody, but it's actually true. It's actually true. And it's these. Yeah. It's these people. It's the royals. The reptilian overlords. Yeah. But that's a bridge too far. Just to let you know that the red is the blood of you and children and everybody. Yeah, I know 560 dead from the vaccine so far. I take one from each, and I'm one person. You know what I mean? People call me full of shit because the mental capacity is so closed. The brain is so closed up. I drink my own urine. People are like, Tezzy, it's disgusting and that. You know what I mean? It's like people are just so closed-minded, man. If you claim to be awake, you need to look into everything, man. Like, really, man, I spent all my fucking time. There's nothing new that I'm interested in at the moment. I'm waiting for the end to happen, pretty much. Because New York's going down. It's all on the banknotes. Yeah. The flag that everyone's proud of is the triple state. That's the three different colours. The triple state. It's the Nazi colours, man. Literally the Nazi colours. And this is who controls Bill Gates and all of these crazy fuckers. Klaus Schwab and all them. Look at this, man. The fucking amount of fucking shit you do on Facebook is fucking ridiculous. fucking garbage, man. All the different flipping and flopping and flipping. Look, watch this. One, it'll move. Then it'll go there. And it'll move again. Then it'll go there and it'll move again. You've got to press the fucking on switch to the fucking sound. All on purpose. All these cunts.
Well, I set very ambitious goals because I'm quite optimistic. If you look at, say, the 20 diseases that our global health program goes after, I hope that within 15 years, over half of those, we could have had a very dramatic impact. Some of them will prove to be harder than others. For example, AIDS, we will have made an improvement, but not the dramatic improvement.
Fucking
probably
evil, these people. Malaria,
perhaps.
Let me explain to you slowly and meticulously this whole red hand shit, right? We are run by two families, yeah? This is the vertical. They all pretend that they all work. They all pretend that they hate each other, and just like Russia and the UK. Yeah, that's a prime example. Russia's always been the fall guy. Yeah, Russia is the vertical, and the US and USA and the UK is the horizontal. Yeah, this is what makes up the cross. And here, this is the 4 seasons. We're all boxed off. Everybody is being put in a box. Yeah, it's fucking sinister. And it is the royals. They run the whole show, and they have the hidden hand, the reptilian overlords, the Vatican. Let's have a look. This is a classic little video short that got banned on my YouTube. Where is it? Explains about the reptilian overlords and that. It's like a short little movie. I don't know where it is. I'll find it. Right. This is the island flag. Yeah, now. Yeah. And this island was taken over. And what I found out pretty recently is Hebrew and all these languages are made up. The original language is Welsh, and it's fucking Irish, and it's basically British. Yeah, the British Isles. The British Isles, yeah. And all of this whole world was taken over by these. And they noticed the red and the white. Well, this is the black and the white, because the devil is black, is a lady. And this is the Masonic arch here. Yeah, this is the bar, your anno, and your car. You see this all over. This is the two families that run the world. This is the red and this is the white. Yeah. And this is how they have us. This is the Kelopod, the Q. This is what the Statue of Liberty is on. And the Statue of Liberty is our bodies. Yeah, well, that's another story. The cross here, like I say, is made up of the horizontal and the vertical roll. That's what makes the cross. Yeah, they put us all in boxes. You have your 33 fallen angels, which is your 200. We've got 200 countries. 200 countries, one for each of them. Yeah, one for each. And this is the square and the compass on here, the mark of the beast, because they are trapped, apparently. So we have the 33 fallen angels there, either side, and then you've got your 2, your 4, and your 6. 2, 4, 6, which is your 66 legions of demons. And then you've got, added on, you've got your 88, which I never even noticed initially, but I woke up and this is your parthenogenesis, which is your Heil Hitler, because Hitler still runs the show, even though we're taught that Hitler died and all that, and we won the war against them. Right, we've got the colours. You've got your blue, which is your blue bloods, your Anunnaki, your lizards, your reptiles, your blue bloods, and it's there is 8 sides to that. That's your octagon, Switzerland, which is the snake eating itself. Yeah, that's where Switzerland runs the world. And Switzerland was founded in 1815. 18 is your R And 15 is your O, which is your reptilian overlords. Just like IRA is I-Ra, the sun god. Yeah, it's just a play on words, guys. So up here you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the bottom you have your 5, which is your square, and your compass, yeah, which is says axo-adrenochrome. It says adrenochrome and axo. Axo means sorrow, like GlaxoSmithKline. Yeah, your G is your 7, and then your fucking L is your 7 upside down. 7 and an L creates again the box. So in a box again, and then you got axo. Yeah, as above, so below, which is Lucifer. So Glaxo says Lucifer's sorrow. Yeah, and that's what the sigil says. And we have the double cross on here, the Scottish banking cross, and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. Yeah, that's the families that we're taught. But they are really the Collins, the Orsinis, the Guelphs, the Windsors, the House of Hanover, and the USA is owned by the UK, hence the same colours, and all of the royal families are all descendants of the UK bloodline, and the UK bloodline is owned by the Rothschilds bloodline, and that is the Rothschilds basically flag, because they basically run the whole show, the reptilian overlords. So when people think that they want to be proud of this flag, like I used to be proud that I was British. You know what I mean? But British, English, ENG means no contract. Yeah, because words are spelled, and then we've got lie, and then shh, be quiet about it. Yeah, that's literally what we've got. You're proud to be English, which means no contract, lie, and be quiet about it. It's just a Freemason hidden hand. Yeah, it's vile, guys. And they teach us to be racist. They teach us to hate against each other. They teach us to have fucking body dysmorphia. They teach us, they twist our brains. They teach us to go to school. School backwards means to mentally abuse a child in Latin and in Hebrew, which is German for Hebrew. Hebrew. Yeah, because the House of Orange, they Afrikaans, which is Dutch, and the Netherlands literally means the underworld. And they also teach us things like, soldiers are sold to die. You're proud to be a soldier for the crown. You know what I mean? You die for the, but you are literally sold to die for the ER, which is the crown, which is the Zionists, yeah, which has adrenochrome there. It's vile, and when you die, it's fun for the ER because they get all of your money. You're not even where you're worth. I mean, like things like words like America mean no mercy to the sheep. Islam is ISIS's lambs. Yeah, we are literally the fallen, and we are the fallen angels who have been protected, being made into slaves. Yeah, literally made into slaves. Where's this Jonathan Collect stuff at? They are literally going to wipe out America.
Okay, let's talk about the absolute inevitability and the reality that the bombings of the buildings in the United States, the federal building bombing,
So we're on for 6 minutes, guys, but this is their plan. This is what you're proud of.
They're all printed on U.S. currency notes. The federal building bombing is printed on the old 20 that's been around since I was a child.
Yeah. And look at that,
it's
right?
Printed on the old.
Look who it is. It's bloody Jeffrey Epstein, man. Yeah, that's Epstein. That's literally Jeffrey fucking Epstein. Oh, you're welcome, sister. I've had body dysmorphia since I was 17. Yeah. Yeah, and not good, is it? Like, we're taught to hate who we are. We're taught to hate 666, which is us. Oh, you're very welcome, sister. That's what, like, people need to realise, hi Gareth, people need to realise that there's nothing to be proud of this. This is literally what makes us all bad people. They teach us to be evil. They teach us to argue. They teach us to hate. They teach us to hate on ourselves. They are literally, I've been racially abused all my life. I used to believe that I was black when I was a kid, because that's how powerful words are. Words are spells. Hi, Liam, fucking hell, you were late one into the thing, mate. You've missed a lot, like, but we've just been explaining about the vertical and the horizontal rule, which makes up the George Cross. And this is the 4 seasons, how they all have the whole world boxed off, and that this is their sigil. Yeah, I only found that out from fucking Lasso's being the other side, literally, and seeing the tree of life, and you know what I mean? It's like, how do Liam made? Well, this is what this flag, the Zionists, did to 9/11, and this is what they're going to do this year to New York. They're going to take down the old and bring in the new, guys. And this guy's got some serious information, guys, like, and that is there, Jeffrey Epstein. This is mockery, man.
That's been around since I was a child. So as far back as the 60s and 70s. And that bill shows the bombing of the federal building in Oklahoma City printed as an image on a U.S. currency note. You simply have to make a pentagram out of the bill, and then you turn the pentagram upside down, and it reveals the image of the bombing. On the front side of the bill, you can see easily that is the federal building blowing up. You can see the rounded corners on the building, and you can see the long rectangular windows going from corner to corner on the building. Okay, that's the side of the building. When you turn the building over, you can see that the face of the building has been blown off, and even the floors that were jutting out when the face was blown off the federal building. How could they say this? It was one of those images you'll never forget. You could see the floors jutting out.
How do you go about getting a council house, mate?
Blown off.
You apply to the council
really
online.
Beyond the human brain is that there are 3 layers of ink, and when you look at the 3 layers of ink, just like on the front where it shows the building blowing up, you can see those 3 layers of ink, and it shows the expansion of the explosion and the rubble and the smoke. But then let's look at the new $20 bill.
Look at that. That's Jeffrey, look. Look at that, guys. Look at that, man. It's a complete piss take. You put them faces together, that's Epstein, guys. This is how much of a mockery our whole world is.
I believe it was made in 1996, but the point is, the bombing at the Twin Towers and the Pentagon happened in 2001 on 9/11. When you look at the front side of the bill, you make a pentagram, you turn it upside down, then you can see there is the Twin Tower bombing, and it is the same MO. You can see 3 layers of ink, and it shows the building blowing up, the explosion, and the smoke and the rubble expanding. When you turn that same bill over on the back side of the bill, there is the Pentagon bombing. There's no odds now that can cover that base mathematically. There's no coincidental,
this is gonna happen.
Reality that could cover that as actually being something that manifested without it being done with intent. So now we know, and there's zero doubt, that the bombings are printed on the U.S. currency note. Okay, but the part that is even more disturbing is new currency notes have come out, and on the new $100 bill, there shows the destruction of...
I'm fucking sick of the internet fucking up. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about this.
Nuclear blast and water coming between the buildings. And it shows the destruction of the buildings and water coming in between them, and a nuclear wind totally devouring the building. Okay, the other thing is, when you take the new $10 bill and you do the same folding pattern, there is a tidal wave covering a 7-story building. Okay, well, if that's not beyond the human brain enough, in 2007,
you know what I mean, guys?
There was a prophetic utterance.
This is our royal family. This is the Zionists.
The hand of the oppressor has been lifted against you. And out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. Water as high as the walls of Jerusalem shall cover the city by the sea, and great shall be the destruction of that city. The words out of his mouth were, quote, out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. Water as high as the walls of Jerusalem will cover the city by the sea, and great shall be the destruction of that city. Okay, that is simply part of the prophetic utterance that was given in 2007, describing an event that was a nuclear blast and a tidal wave as a result
And this
of
is
a
the
nuclear
royals,
blast.
guys.
And subsequently, the U.S.
This is
currency
the
notes,
Masons.
the new $10 bill, reflects those exact words. So the $10 bill has a tidal wave covering a 7-story building, water as high as the walls of Jerusalem. That is a tidal wave. Which shall cover the city by the sea. And then the other part, out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. Those exact words manifested on the $100 bill. And again, it shows the buildings
Shocking,
being
this one.
devoured
Really
by
is.
a nuclear blast.
If you've got
Okay.
friends in New York, they probably wanted to
It is
listen.
an inevitability.
They've literally
that the
built
$10
homes
bill event
where we,
and the $100 bill
our own
event
prisons.
are going to happen. It is just a matter of time when the spiritual being that is responsible for putting those images on those U.S. currency notes, when it's time to fulfill that spiritual being's agenda, that is when those events will happen. Same as the other events. When it was time to fulfill an agenda, that's when those events happened as well. The inevitability is at the door. So these are facts. They're not some, origami or some, ridiculous assertion. These are facts. The bombings are printed on your money. So knowing that, what should you do? If you know those bombings are printed on your money, what should be your reaction to that? And
Get the
how
fuck out of
should
Dodge.
you conduct the rest of your life, knowing that the bombings were printed on your money, and those bombings happened, and future bombings are printed on your new currency notes, and someone actually had a prophetic utterance, and after that prophetic utterance, those exact words manifested on those bills. So I'll leave that to you. You'll have to decide what that means to you and what to do about it.
Crazy shit, guys. Crazy shit. And this is the people that run the world, the Vatican. This is the triple state that owns us. Yeah? The Vatican owns everything. Like, literally everything. The papal balls, you know what I mean? And this is the crown. The crown just masquerades. I mean, the Vatican, then the catacombs underneath the Vatican, I may add. Yeah? And this is all about the Red Cross. It's all about Baal. It's all about Masons. Yeah? And these Masons are evil. Yeah? They literally are evil. Yet they will tell you that they are charitable. The charity goes in from one pocket to the other.
Become a Freemason, because you can't get involved in Satanism on the hardcore level without first being a Freemason. That was my official shrine portrait, which they took as part of my initiation. I was ready to become involved in hardcore Satanism. What did that mean? Well, that meant I had to sell my soul to the devil. I had to sign my name on the contract in blood. I had to sign my name in the black book. You gotta understand something. The satanic doctrine here is that hell is not what we believe it is, or what the Bible teaches it is. The satanic doctrine is that hell is this incredible party. It's like a nonstop, all-eternity orgy. So you're smoking dope, you're fornicating your brains out, you're listening to rock and roll through all eternity. And it's party-hardy time. Before I could get onto the priesthood of Satanism, excuse me, I had to get 7 people to sell their souls to the devil. The other thing I had to do, and this might astonish some of you, is I had to become a Catholic priest. I had to go back to my original vocation, because you cannot be a satanic priest unless, first of all, you're a Catholic priest. And if that surprises you, I just suggest that you go and you read some of the medieval literature. You'll see that that is in fact the case. Masons are like homosexuals. They can't reproduce themselves naturally. They can only, amen, they can only recruit. You know, think of that. That's the way with every cult. If you know someone who's a Mason, or if you yourself are a Mason, realize that when you kneel at the altar of Masonry as an entered apprentice, and you take that oath, you are adopted into the family of Lucifer in that moment. Now, you don't probably know that. I did. But most people don't even know that. And as a result, if you're a Christian, mind you, there are pastors that are doing this. There are deacons that are doing this. There are countless Christian lay people that are doing this. You cannot serve two masters. And if you understood the profound relationship between witchcraft and Freemasonry, you would know what that cord, that cable tow meant, because they've got a rope around their neck. And what that means in witchcraft and the occult is that is a symbol of the umbilical cord of the mother goddess, the Queen of Heaven, linking her to her hidden child. So this guy has just been born again by the Queen of Hell, the consort of Lucifer. Every Mason has this happen to them. And they don't understand the dynamics, probably 99 out of 100, but they still go through it.
Yep.
You really think they woke up and said, wow, black people
Become a Freemason.
Yeah, well, that 36. Well, how many? Yeah? How many lines is on here? 36. That's all by design. Yeah? All by design. These Zionists, Rothschild's red hand. Yeah? It's disgusting. It really is, guys. So there's just a little... Any questions? Anyone want to ask any questions? If we missed anything, please fire away.
are
Because
human after all. Let's...
Yeah. And the amount of just... God. Like, all of these stars, like, that we've been looking up to are literally just, like, trannies, guys. And, like, in Shapeshifters, Michael Jackson's, like, plays Halle Berry and bloody Candice. Oh, and it's just all just crazy, man. Donald Trump plays loads of different characters. It's just all fake, guys. Everything we're taught is just a lie, like literally. And we're just blindly following the very people that literally own this whole entire world and make us believe that we're spinning through time and space on a ball. But any questions, guys, please fire away. Ah, God, honestly, man, it's so fucking frustrating. It really fucking is. It really is. How bloody dumb we are. Not our fault. You know what I mean? It's not our fault. Yeah. You know, I've spent loads of time just educating myself. You know what I mean? Like, realizing...
You think that your Wi-Fi is just for your internet? No.
Realizing
it can
that...
literally track your body, your heart rate.
But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Just thought I'd let you know. So, if you're planning on being proud of the Masons and everything about them, then you go ahead. But this so bad I can't explain. May have. That's enough for you, but it is just. I mean, the Royals. All they do is kill, murder, rape. That's what they do. I mean, that's what their job is total annihilation. See if I can get that flipping brooch up. Queen's brooch. 170. Which is also the square and the compass. Not that one. You won't say. You won't see it, but it's literally a square in the compass, and it has a picture of this angel stood on a brown angel, literally with its foot on its hand, on its flipping on the guy on the black angel's neck. It's on Dave Murphy's thingy. He sorted it out, but I'll have to find it again. But have a wonderful day if you can in this fucking crazy world. The end is coming, guys, for many of us, and TikTok is a countdown to tick, 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 boom. Oh, peace and love.